If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well.
Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again, and welcome to episode number 138 of the Career Mode Road to Glory here on FIFA 15. In yesterday's episode, we were rather annoyed at Newcastle United, considering they scored a last-minute equaliser against us. So we get the immediate opportunity to get a little bit of revenge, if we possibly can, by playing them literally 3 days later in the Capital One Cup. They're starting, again, a very strong side with Riviere up top. And CM de Jong sat there in cam. Obviously, Tim Krul still in goal, who denied us numerous times in the game yesterday. Hoping that he won't be able to do just that in this one, though. Starting my strongest side as well, with Callum Wilson and Strail Georgiev up top, with Chikoe, Sporler, Johannes Geis, Aquadar in the middle. And, you know, very first team strong defence as well, with obviously Hutchinson in goal. And actually we're going to get off to a decent start, or at least almost a decent start. Johannes Geis hits the outside of the post. Really nice run from Nicholas Sporler, unfortunately though, drilled it across the box, but couldn't do anything with the finish, guys, and it came off the post. So unfortunately we didn't take the lead, but from the resulting corner we did. So I guess everyone's a winner, or at least everyone in the Cambridge United shirt is a winner. Strail Georgiev rising up above everybody else to power in the header. Actually, it wasn't even a powered header. Just a tame header, let it bounce off his forehead, but it was enough to beat Tim Krul into the back, and then it went and we took a 1-0 lead. So pleased with that. Then they came close to getting an equaliser as well. Hutchinson somehow managed to squeeze that round the post. Not entirely too sure how. He didn't get too much on it. Then a strange tackle from Darriammat there. Got nowhere near the man or the ball. Callum Wilson's just going to race away. Obviously, he's extremely fast. Goes for the finesse shot. Good save by Krul. Follow up with Georgiev, but a great block by the defender stops us from making it 2-0. Then we steal the ball off them again here. Nicholas Sporler. Then a lovely first time pass by Wilson into Georgiev. He's on his own. All he's got to do is shoot it into the bottom corner, but he fires it straight at Tim Krul. I wanted to find that far bottom left corner, but unfortunately really bad finish. Not the best of finishing from me or Georgiev, and unfortunately we stay at 1-0. So again, Newcastle continue to deny us a second goal, but a brilliant save by Hutchinson there. Kind of rolled up his leg, and then eventually with his left arm he batted it away to safety. So we could have scored 3 or 4 at one end, and to be fair, they could have scored at least 1 or 2 at the other. But unfortunately, Callum Wilson goes down there after a tame challenge. It was a good tackle, and he didn't really seem to go down with any real force or at a weird angle of any sort. It just seemed like he just, you know, fell over. But we'll find out after this game how bad that injury is. But you see, doesn't really look like anything happened there. He just kind of rolled over onto his back and everything seemed fine, but he did have to leave the field injured. So we're going to continue to try and get ourselves in the lead if we can. Ranty's just come on, and Tim Krul with his shins diving the wrong way saves that chance again. Another glorious opportunity for us to get a goal to go 2-0 in front. Unfortunately, again though, not able to do it thanks to some either brilliant defending or brilliant goalkeeping. Then they get really, really lucky here with the way the ball rebounds off the post straight to Musa Sissoko. They get themselves a last-minute equaliser again, or at least an equaliser with 5 minutes to go this time rather than in the final seconds. But we're in the final seconds here. Tackle Mehdi Abeid twice. Remy Cabella gets it out to Yanga and Biwa, stands it up. There's Waris, and they score in the last second again. They got an equaliser yesterday in the league, and this time it's an 87th minute goal to equalise and a 90th minute goal to win. So we are out of the Capital One Cup. Not only are we out of the Capital One Cup, they also injured Callum Wilson, and he's out for 7 months. Anterior cruciate ligament damage. He's torn his ACL. Out for 7 months. My best striker, my most prolific striker, out for 7 months. He probably won't play again this season. Fantastic. We said screw you Newcastle yesterday when they scored in the last minute to equalise against us in the league. After doing the same today but knocking us out of the cup with it and injuring my best player for 7 months, it is a swift fuck you to Newcastle United this time around. I am not happy, but we have to pick ourselves up and jump into another away game. This time it's at the Emirates against Arsenal. Not exactly an easy game to come off the back of the one against Newcastle. They've got Romelu Lukaku and Danny Welbeck as their front force again. And of course, last time we played Arsenal in the Cup last year, Romelu Lukaku is the thorn in my side whenever we play them. So he scored numerous goals against us the last few times we've played against him. This time, though, Cassada is up top alongside Takelo Ranti for this one, I think. And Jack Wilsey is going to draw a good save actually out of Hutchinson here in the first few moments, but we're going to continue to defend well. We defended brilliantly in the Newcastle game until the final couple of moments, and they scored 2 goals. I was hoping that wasn't going to happen again here. Strail Georgiev gets through brilliantly though. Going to try and get it onto his left foot, but a wonderful tackle by Juan Jesus, and then a great block by the second defender as well, stop us from getting through. Juan Jesus at the back for Arsenal in this particular game was incredible. An unbelievable display from him. Unfortunately though, Davy Walongwa, our youngest centre-back, not doing the same for me at the other end. His ridiculously heavy touch gives the ball straight to Danny Welbeck, who stands it up to, yep, that man, Romelu Lukaku, scoring against us again for Arsenal to give them a 1-0 lead. Into the second half we go. Theo Walcott receives the ball fortunately, or from a fortunate Mathieu Debussy, who'd been tackled and won it back, and then somehow he squeezes that in at the near post with brilliant technique, the right back, to make it Arsenal 2, Cambridge United 0. And so far it's not been my day. Gruezo picks up the ball though in the midfield into Georgiev, tackled, but we get lucky, it drops to us. Vidia with a nice turn, but he doesn't have the finishing that my other strikers do, and he's very much a wide player with a lot of pace and a lot of good ball dribbling, but can't finish for Dio, and he proved that just there. We are going to get another chance though on the counter-attack. Ranty squeezes it out wide to Jack Grealish. Obviously not got a lot of pace, so I had to turn inside and just thought bollocks to it here. I'm going to go for goal. Glad I did, because that is a fantastic finesse shot by Jack Grealish. Whipped into the far top corner, and we will definitely see that 1 or 2 more times. Theo Walcott's really disappointed. You'd presume everybody's really disappointed in an Arsenal shirt. That's one of the best goals we've scored in this career mode. And Jack Grealish, that is wonderful. Really, really good goal. Kind of a ray of sunshine in what so far has been a very, very dark cloud, rainy episode to this point. 2-1 down against Arsenal, and obviously the previous result against Newcastle wasn't the best. Can we get ourselves an equaliser in the last few moments? We're threatening here. 2 shots well blocked, and then a goalkeeper makes another good reaction save. We can't squeeze it in at the near post. We lose 2-1 again for the second game in a row. Once to get knocked out of the cup, and another one to be defeated in the league. So we jump into the next, third and final game of the episode in the Europa League against CD Nacional Madeira. We of course beat them 2-0 at home in the first game of our European encounter, or endeavours this season. It was our first encounter in Europe, and it was our first win, in fact, in Europe as well. Since then, we've drawn against Stade Reims and lost against Genoa, so we sit third in the group currently. But if we can get a win here and then get a positive result against Stade Reims in the next game, then that should see us through comfortably to the knockout stages of the Europa League for this first season in Europe in this entire series. The board only want us to, well, they said reach the group stage. We've already done that just by being in the competition, so we've already matched what the board want from us this season in this competition. But obviously, if we can go further, then it might encourage them to give us some more money in future transfer windows. So obviously, I want to try and do my best in as many competitions as I possibly can. The first chance comes in the 15th minute. Lovely drill ball across by Vidio, but unfortunately, Ranty can't quite sort his feet out. And there's that little sniff again from the linesman. I can't remember what series it was I mentioned that in, but the linesmen always seem to do that little sniff, don't they, when they're showing the close-up of them from an offside decision. Unfortunately, that shot was blocked by Georgiev. Well done by their defender, but Johannes Geis gets it into Ranty here. Lovely turn once and twice. Finds Geis again on elongated 1-2 for a good save by their goalkeeper, and I can't quite get to the rebound. They are going to try and get it clear, but Aquadite is quick to pounce on the loose ball. Johannes Geis gets it around the corner to Takelo Ranty. Inside, try the finesse shot, and actually I think that came off Strail Georgiev kicking it against his teammate, and it goes out for a goal kick. Just my luck in today's episode. Not my day at all. Then they go up the other end, and they're going to score the most ridiculous own goal you've ever seen in your life. Honestly, this is just retarded. You can see it better from the second save. He's pushed it onto his own arm, onto his forehead, onto the defender's, off the post, onto the defender's head. I'm going to start that again. He pushed it. He was diving backwards with his face towards goal, pushed it onto his own arm, onto his own head, onto the post, onto the defender's head, into the back of the net. Fortunately, Takelo Ranty went up the other end and scored an equaliser 10 minutes into the second half. So the effects of that just retarded own goal aren't exactly as bad as they could have been. And then Aquadar gets through here. At this stage, I thought it was Takalo Ranti, so I thought I'd settle myself and go for the finesse shot that always works with Ranti. Then I realised it wasn't him, it was Aquadar. And unfortunately, his finishing isn't quite as good as our South African striker, so we aren't able to get ourselves a winner. And then a brilliant bit of goalkeeping at the same end that there was the retarded bit of goalkeeping in the first half, means that their goalkeeper tips it over the bar, and we aren't able to get ourselves a winner, so we get a point from that game against Nacional, which means we sit third in the group after 4 games, level on points with Stade Reims. So if we can beat them and then get any sort of result against Genoa, we will be through to the knockout rounds. So I'm confident of our chances in the Europa League, and confident that we can recover, I said that in a weird way, that we can recover from the rather ridiculous way that we lost the 2 games against Arsenal and against Newcastle as well. So it wasn't my day today in all respects, but at least we got a point in the Europa League. We sit 11th in the Barclays Premier League so far, 2 wins, 5 draws and 3 defeats. If those draws had been wins, we would have been in 5th place, effectively, because we'd have got 2 extra points from 3 extra games. We'd have been on 17 points, we'd have been in 5th where Everton are. Unfortunately though, it's 2 wins and 5 draws rather than 5 wins and 2 draws, so we have to sit mid-table for now, but there's plenty of time to recover, so not to worry. That's going to bring today's episode to a close though, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check all of my links in the description to follow me on Twitter, to follow me on Instagram, to follow me on Twitch, to subscribe to my second channel, and of course check out my sponsor G2A if you need yourself any PC games or Xbox/PSN codes. But for now, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.